Hello, everyone. Welcome to my stream. My name is Jules. And whenever you are on my channel, whether you're a subscriber or a new viewer, you are one of my treasures. I do want to welcome you here into what we call Area 5T1. The reason I'll call it Area 5T1 is because we talk about 5Ts here. First of all, we talk about transition, as I am a 54-year-old transgender woman. We talk about triathlon, as I like to participate in triathlon. Um, I also do different topics that I teach, and one including my newest topic that I am teaching is about high demand religions. I'm going through my exiting of the deconstruction of the Mormon Church. So I am concentrating on the Mormon Church. It is a very high demand religion. I've been in it for 30 years and it is time to go. So that's another one of the T's. There'll be other topics that I will teach. I do like to show some trends. So some of the clothing I like to wear and tips such as I can do makeup. It could be also I've done some preparedness tips, stuff like that. I do have a playlist about preparedness. I can always post it right here, and after I edit the video, and then go on with it. Excuse me. And go on with what we will be talking about today. Usually my videos, my live streams, I like to have them pretty open to any topic. Today, I basically said we can talk anything LGBTQIA. Well, first of all, I do want to state there should be links to my Patreon down in my comments section or down below. And also my OnlyFans, mainly my Patreon is where I already have two patrons, Nicole Jera and Sam, which any of what they've paid, to be a member of my on my Patreon, 20% has gone to the Transgender Resource Center of New Mexico. So hopefully at this time, it's just me on here, but hopefully we start getting someone on soon. I do want to say, I like to think, hopefully people keep things, I'd like to say, you can come on here, we can talk, even if we're on opposite ends of the spectrum, but let's keep it critical, I would say, even if it's criticism, or let's keep it constructive, no destructive comments towards people, and as long as we can be constructive, I don't mind. But we can talk about any topic, and especially that none of my viewers are put down. But like I said, let's be constructive, not destructive. So today, it is Labor Day weekend, so I know many people may be out doing things with their family. They're, may be, grilling or anything. Yesterday, I did do a video can post it over here. My video I talked about, and it shows some pics of uh, my area where I live in here in Albuquerque. I I took about a 3 mile walk down to the store, and it was great. I hadn't been training lately for triathlon, and I need to get back in shape. And just taking a walk was was great. It just felt good to take the 3 mile walk and help the system get going again. Uh, Another thing, yeah, I did post a nice picture of the mountains near my house, and one of the trail that I will be hiking more likely tomorrow, um, and uh, I will post a video as I go hiking. Um, I believe it will be a fun thing to, um, start showing more active videos. I will be filming on my phone. Probably what I'll do is, do segments as we are going, as I'm going to the trail and and coming back. I think it'll be a great time. Um, So I do want to say that I will film that, not unless we get some bad weather, but like yesterday we did get some rain, and actually I got a flood in my master bed, in the only bedroom. Actually, I live in a one bedroom, and I did get some rain, and that room started to flood again, and it will be the third time. And I have called the landlord. They taken work orders on it twice, and I still haven't seen any repairs. Or it keeps happening, even if they have repaired it. So we'll see. I will keep you updated on that. Tonight, I plan on making another video. I will probably change outfits because I'm gonna post it here. It'll probably be the top I had on last week, my little leopard print. It will be um, on. It will also be a little uh, OnlyFans spot and on here. And I will be cooking or baking uh, zucchini cornbread uh, bread. Um, Someone had given me some zucchini the other day, and then I have some cornbread mix. So I figured, see if I could combine the two. I did find a recipe for it, so I'm going to be baking that tonight. Just about 2 weeks ago, I did do a banana bread, and it came out fantastic. Um, and this time, I'm also going to add a little New Mexico style to it. I'll call it my 505 corn zucchini bread, as here in New Mexico, what they call like a 505 pizza. I'll put a picture of one here. Um, uh, it has green chili peppers on it. Everything here is about chili peppers, whether you want red or green. And I have bought some chili peppers to put on the cornbread, corn/zucchini bread. So I will do it 505 style. And as you can see today, I, did myself up. I put my nice yellow top on. I found that I had another um, red lipstick, and I think it goes on thicker and better. I like how it goes on. Um, I had tried it the other day. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Remember, whenever you're on here, you're one of my treasures. I was just kind of, you know, introducing the stream. So feel free to talk in the chat box. just kind of going over some of what I will be doing this weekend. Later on today, I will probably do a video on making my 505 cornbread zucchini bread mix. With green chilies on it on top. Hey Lena, glad to see you here, Mystic. Um, Thank you. I just was trying something different, and I tried a different color. It's red, also on my lips, and this lipstick works fantastic compared to the other red one I had, too. Um, I've been well. How about yourself? Um, I did my no. This is my first live stream today. Um, I don't know. It seems like the videos are hitting better. Thank you. You're always so great to have on here. You're, um, it, so basically today, we can just do like our usual thing. We can talk about, yeah, it's cooled down a little bit here. In the evenings, it's been getting down to 60. So it's been nice. I kind of like the cooler weather because you can bundle up, you know, um, nice blanket or comforter. Um, I kind of like that. Uh, yeah, later on this evening, I plan on doing a video. I'm gonna be doing. Um, yeah, this evening I'm going to be baking cornbread slash zucchini bread mix, and I'm going to add some green peppers on top of it. I know my mom used to always do green peppers on her cornbread on top, so now that I live in an area that green peppers are popular, I will probably be doing that. Um, and then I know I was gonna do one. I do want to do one. I've hardly done it though. I believe it's making my potato cheese soup because I'm gonna cook that tomorrow night. Um, so I don't know what to cook for tonight. I don't know. I may just make the bread, but then order out. I'm not sure. Well, yeah, I'm gonna film that step by step. I um, I don't know. I was gonna do. I don't know. I was gonna put on my little. Uh, I don't know if you saw the video where I had the. Oh, you probably saw it. My transition Tuesday video, week 25, had like a little very transparent um, leopard skin top. Good afternoon, Daniel. How are you? Um, You are on with Jules. Remember, whenever you're on my channel, you are one of my treasures. Yeah, Lena, I was probably going to try that top. I don't know. I may, because I was thinking of posting that video also on OnlyFans. Um, I'm doing well. Just doing on Saturdays, we like to do a live stream. I say we because I consider all my subscribers a family. If you are, a subscriber, I know I've gotten a lot of new ones this past week. Um, I hit what 301 subscribers this past week, so it makes me very happy. If you aren't a subscriber, feel free to hit a like, put a comment down below, subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Um, you know, this is, the channel. I'm trying to do a lot of different topics on it. Um, I focus what I call the 5 T's. I focus on my transition. Focus on also I do talk about triathlon at times, and I do some teaching. Lately, I'm exiting the Mormon Church, so I've been teaching the principles, the basic principles of the faith, because I just kind of want to get people to know the basics, and I can give my rationale for leaving. And also, I will be discussing. I have already done one video about the new um, trans policy um, that they have passed, and that was basically what I call my shelf breaker, uh, to really focus on leaving, and then I also talk about trends. So trends can be like the clothing I'm wearing, maybe different things, and then also tips, and that has a lot to do with like my makeup tips, my also I will I've done some on being prepared, stuff like that. Uh, Tomorrow, I'm going to concentrate on doing a video because I am going hiking. I've decided to go hiking tomorrow, make it, do something different. So I will film, parts of my hike as I go along. I think that'll be different for the channel, and make a video. Well, yeah, it'll be interesting, Lena. I I wish I'm gonna go on my own. The trail is just right up the street from my place, so it's not like it's gonna be far to get there. It and I'll probably do like a 2-3 mile hike total. Oh, that's cool. So you're a supporter of the trans, and I always say I welcome everybody here. We can, talk both sides of the spectrum. I was saying earlier on the channel, I don't know if you guys were on here yet. Um, yeah, you can come on, people, even if they're not supporters, they can come on here, and as long as they talk in a constructive manner, I don't mind. But sometimes people get destructive, and we've had that happen. They start, giving a lot of insults and stuff, and then I have to block them. But as long as you're constructive here, and I can see if you you know like a woman that was trans, that's fantastic to have you on here. If you do want to subscribe to the channel, go ahead. I don't know if you're already subscribed. Um, yes, very respectful, Lena. And Daniel, as you can see, Lena Mystic Mama is on here. She is one of my regulars. Um, that is excellent. I've heard a lot of that lately. A lot of people are so supportive. Uh, you know, uh, Now in the area I live here I live in Albuquerque. It's very, very supported. Um, they've got organizations really that help out. In fact, I have a Patreon channel. Anybody that, when they join on there, and whatever, um, tier that they join, 20% of what I get, goes to the Transgender Resource Center, just so I can support the community, because one, they're a nonprofit, and two, it helps support the trans community. Um, and I don't use it. And the Transgender Resource Center really helps people more that um, a lot. They have like a food pantry, a place to stay for people that may be homeless, which I have noticed there's a lot of homeless people, and I have noticed there are a lot of homeless trans here in New Mexico. So I think it's good. I'm trying to do what I can. Um, I'm a nurse, so I make money from my job. So yes, Lena, I think we have had very um, great response on this channel. Most people have been very respectful. Uh, it's been very balanced. Um, I think from time to time we've had a hater here and there, but overall I think we've been very lucky with over with people coming on here that are respectful and understand what the channel is about. One of the topics I've brought up in the last week or so, I know I did do a video. I think I'm going to paste it. Already pointed out, I'm going to paste it towards the beginning of this live stream when I edit a little bit. I just like to put a little posts here and there. The Mormon Church, which I was a member of. I mean, it's the entire church, but like I said, I was a member. I used to be a member. Used to follow the faith. Um, has done some very anti-trans policies, and I am. That's pretty much what I'll call the true shelf breaker. For a couple of years now, I've been wanting to leave. There were other things that um, they it wasn't, the church in itself wasn't attractive to me anymore. If you it's kind of like a popularity place, and um, now this is what they call the shelf breaker. So um, it's the last item I just kind of put on the shelf before saying, okay, I'm truly going to quit, and I just put it there, and it was the last item that made it was so heavy, the shelf broke. It They passed a very anti-trans policy, that's church wide. Everything was left to the local branches before. Now this is straight from Salt Lake, and they're very, very horrible. They are stating that they don't want us, as trans people, to participate in any type of church callings. It, um, Basically comparing us um, to child molesters, even up to uh, you know um, almost and rapists. So they were. It's um, so they're saying, like, if you and they set like two standards. One's for the people that um, were in the church and decided that their sexual or their gender identity was different, and the ones that came in and are already transitioning. And so anybody that's coming in that's just like, for example, if I was just coming in now, I was identifying female, and I came in, joined, got baptized. Um, Before I could, they would have to call Salt Lake all the way up to the first presidency, which is kind of um, like the top brass of the church, to determine whether I could. Now, if now being a member already, and having started my transition, like changing my pronouns, name, and my gender identity, they're basically saying I can't participate in, like, for example, now that I've transitioned into a woman, they're saying I cannot participate in the women's organization. I would have to continue going to the priesthood meetings. So, I, which I really don't understand, because they say that women within the church should not have the priesthood, and that would kind of really change that a lot, because it would contradict our policy of women not having the priesthood. That's very well said, Daniel. Right now, I'm probably going to stand more, keep my belief more agnostic. It, you know, I don't know where I'm going to stand as far as whether I'm going to try to find another faith or what. Um, but yeah, nobody should be judged for you know how they feel inside. It took me a very long time, and yes, I discovered uh, my true identity, and I'm glad. I'll admit it every day. Tell anybody that I am a woman. and I think people should, you know, uh, respect that. Yeah, I recently went to a friend's, uh, and it's so different state by state. I can say I was living in Florida before moving here to New Mexico, and I know that things were like put to a halt over there as far as being able to receive any hormone replacement therapy. Um, you know, um, and here I have gotten nothing but compliments and people treating me well as far as being able to, transition. I was recently at a friend's party, um, and we were at the pool for the complex, and the managers there came out because others were, smoking on the pool grounds, and they told them not to, but they were nice enough to come out, and just kind of give us, warning. The lady said, I do the same thing, uh, and she's all, but not here, it's policy. And then she turned around and just complimented me and said, you look fantastic, honey. Can say you do a great job on your makeup. It was great. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Remember, whenever you're on my channel, you are one of my treasures. We can, talk all LGBTQIA. I've been, one of the topics I've really been talking about lately, since I am a transgender woman. And I have been a member of the Mormon Church for the last 30 years. Has been the new policy that has been placed against the uh, transgender population of the Mormon Church. Or hi, Slicey, how are you? Welcome. You are one of my treasures when you're on here with Jules. So welcome. How are you today? I am doing fantastic. Obviously, many of us have a long weekend. It is Labor Day. I work for the federal government, so obviously I get Monday off. I am a nurse for the Department of Veterans Affairs, um, but what was great is the doctor I work for does 4 10-hour shifts a week. So guess what I get? I always have Friday, Saturday, Sundays off, so I get a 4-day weekend thanks to that. So I'm very happy about that. So on my channel, I'm going to be doing a lot of extra content this weekend. On my channel, I try to do like one video per day on the weekends, and maybe at least 2 live streams. Um, Usually one on Friday and maybe one on Sunday. I used to do like 3. Yeah, thank you. Are you a subscriber? I know I've gotten a lot of new subscribers. If you are not, please subscribe to the channel. Yeah, Lena, I'm happy. I'm ecstatic to have 4 days off. It's a mini vacation. Thank you, Slicey. You've helped the channel. We are up to 301 subscribers, and it's just gone up astronomically lately. Thanks for your work there, Daniel. Like I said, I work for Department of Veterans Affairs, and there at the VA, we actually have lots of. I can tell you, this is a lot of difference that I see between Florida and here. It's even at the same organization I work at, since I, the veterans are her care is very important, um, and I work for a federal organization. The VA will 100% help veterans like transition, or or if they're lesbian, gay, or you know buy anything that and they need anything, that they'll help them. They usually have like what I work for is what they call a patient aligned care team, and basically what we usually have is a team that's the doctor, an RN, LPN, and your registration and your social workers. And we have sometimes they have specially aligned LGBTQ IA PAC teams. Um, I know I have several veterans on my team that have been, that will tell you, because there is one of the questions on our assessments that are ask them if they are, and the main reason is because they want to prevent. It's for preventative care purposes, um, and then I have had a lot of um, trans vets, which is great. Now the thing is, uh, I think what's awesome is I have on my lanyard, like where my name tag is, it says I have something that says I'm an ally. Now the big thing that is at work, I still haven't come out trans, so at work I still present male, but in the next 6 months or so, I'm going to have to come out uh, female, because certain assets are starting to show even through my work polo shirts. So if you know what I mean. So it's I love working for vets, and especially helping out any LGBTQIA vets. It's great, and it's great to see that the New Mexico VA where I work at is so much better at recognizing and what is needed to help out the LGBTQIA community, as opposed to the Florida one. Um, when I was in Florida the last year, I moved here in January, so June during Pride Month. Um, we had a pride flag up outside, and an actual employee who was actually a manager to one of the departments went and over and tore it down. It was horrible. I'm surprised he didn't get fired on the spot, but he still works there. Um, and here, they're so supportive. They give them their HRT. They will give them any prosthetics that they need. Prosthetics meaning, um, so if it's a male to female trans, they will give them wigs. You know, any type of breastplate, because they'll have prosthetic breasts for females that have gone through breast cancer. Now they can give them to uh, male to female trans vets, and they will help them with whatever is needed. Same with female to male, they will help them with what they need, and I think that is fantastic, because we are helping those you know with that have the same feelings as some of us do inside, helping these people really uh, progress in life. So yeah, you guys can put any topics that you would like to talk about on my channel. Here in the chat box. Uh, like I said, uh, if it has to do, you know, just with anything with the um, current topics about LGBTQIA, we can just have a um, nice conversation amongst all of us. I know it happens with you, Lena, and I know sometimes you have problems with your internet, or sometimes I know you've also got your little ones, so uh, that's cool. But we're having a good stream today. I'm surprised I haven't seen Alice in here today, nor and Ryuki hasn't been in a while. I know I've gotten a couple. Looked like there was a couple of snaps on here. My thoughts, I think it's horrible. I mean, um, I, since I've been out, I have I've been out in public. I've been to like I said, I went to a friend's house, and that was fantastic. I've had very good experiences so far here in New Mexico. In Florida, it was hard to go out in public because one, it's a very conservative state. New Mexico is liberal. Uh, One of the things that I also had before moving from Florida um, is I I did separate from someone, and she was, I could say I was surprised by her thoughts on it. I started off my transition like many people may start doing. At first, I started off cross dressing, trying on clothes here and there, trying on makeup. When she found out about that, went ballistic. It was crazy because she's a very liberal person. Um, you know, knew a lot of people that were gay or lesbian, and I had actually already come out bisexual to her, and she was very accepting of that. But once she found out I cross dressed, and eventually um, I tried to tell her I was trans, but she just blew off the handle. It was like, and it was just one of those. It was horrible. It was what one saw. It it was uh, one thing. I've been lucky. I've never been clocked out in public. Um, One thing I do need to do. Now, there's been some people that have here online on YouTube, and slightly that's okay. It's things you have to live with. I was already considering moving to New Mexico years and years ago. Uh, I worked for the VA in Florida. I So once you have a job with the VA, it is very easy to transfer to any state. So I started thinking, I think it's time to find a new state to move to. Yes, my daughter still lives in Florida, um, but she's an adult, and she just started her master's degree. So what I said, I got to seek a new adventure for myself. And sure enough, I decided, I think I'm going to move to New Mexico. And so I started looking at jobs here, and I got one within months. It took me about a year to end up finally moving here. Um, and um, I still have stuff in a pod in Florida, but I just got to get that moved over here. Um, it's mainly my bedroom furniture and um, like my bikes. I'm a triathlete, and I would like my bikes here. I have a mountain bike too, so uh, I would like those over here. And Slicey, those things are just things that we have to live with. Lena has been a subscriber to my channel probably since I moved to New Mexico. She's one of my most loyal, if not my most loyal follower. I would say I call her I call her my Roz. If you've ever watched uh, if you've ever watched Frasier, because she's always right there, and she's great to have on here. Thank you, Lena. Um, so actually, that's a good lead. No, it's true. You're always here. Um, so I always say, that part of my life, and recently I had another one too. Um, you could probably see it right there as I was putting my hair back. I've got this tattoo of an arrow on my arm. That's another thing that's in my pod, or my bow is my bow. But I'm currently I think, going to purchase a new one. Um, I am into archery. Archery is fantastic to do. It's a great release mechanism for stress, but yet there's symbolism to it. And if you watch a lot of my videos, I, I say I might repeat it 100 times on there, but I think it's great for all of us to know that our lives can be like an arrow. So when your life, it can pull you back, like when the arrows pull back like a bow, and then it stops. So when you're pulling back on that arrow, it's very slow, and then you let go of it, and it moves forward, and it moves forward a lot faster than when it was pulled back. Oh, really? I don't think that's inappropriate. Sometimes people communicate, via text for a very long time, and things may not work out, or you know, and or whatever, and just move on. That's just like how I said with the arrow. You may have texted her a long time, but didn't work out. Now just move ahead, like that arrow that was pulled back. Um, okay, you guys, I'm gonna step away for a moment. I'm just gonna go over to my fridge, grab a drink. Lena, you probably know what I'm grabbing, um, and I'll be right back. So you guys, one of my favorite things to drink on here is I did one. What was it, Lena? What did I call the video? Tea, Reese's, and Friends, or something like that. Um, but whenever it comes to tea, um, you're sipping on your coffee. Um, Whenever it comes to, I love my Arnold Palmer. I can't talk today, Dana. And I got my Instacart order yesterday. Got 3 of these nice big ones. Um, they sell them at Dollar Tree. And if you guys don't know what an Arnold Palmer is, it's half iced tea, half lemonade. So it's just named after a golfer that liked to drink that. Lena, I had a frappuccino yesterday. On my walk. I don't. You probably saw it on my community post. I had a strawberry cream frappuccino at Starbucks. I'm glad we have more people in here and newer people. Daniel and Slicey, I'm glad you have joined. The community here. Um, it's always great to have new people. Um, but I love my frequent flyers here. Like I said, Lena's been here for a very long time. Uh, like she said earlier, we mentioned something about Alice. Alice is another one of our frequent ones. Also, uh, I know earlier, I think before many of you came on, I did mention I do have a Patreon channel, and on Patreon, I do have of my at least one of my YouTube subscribers is a Patreon. That is Sensible Sam on YouTube. She is known as the Silver Serpent. She's also a frequent, and so is Ryuki, which I haven't seen him come on in a while. I know he's been having, I've talked to him on Facebook Messenger lately. Her, I forget what pronouns they use. I think it's a she. He goes with she, her, him, hers. I'm sorry, Ryuki. Um, and for those of you that want to know, yes, I'm male to female transgender, and I do use she, her, hers pronouns. And a little more about myself. Like I've said, I am a nurse with the um, Department of Veterans Affairs. I work just basically we call it PACTA nursing, but it's primary care. So like when you go with your regular doctor, that's what I do. So I was an ER nurse for 13 years. That's why I'm a big advocate, and you will see me repeated 100 times times or even more than that on all my videos that even for people, especially for people that are transitioning, to not share their medications, um, because medications can have that aren't prescribed to you can have very bad effects. When I worked in ER, I had one case, and um, you would probably never share medications with someone if I told you that story. Uh, it, it basically had to do with someone getting a medication from someone else. It was a prescribed medication that the other person gave them, but uh, just let's say someone lost complete function of a something that they would probably want to use. And the way we had to reverse the effects was horrible. I hadn't done this to my hair in a long time. To this, and actually, you guys, so for Daniel and Slicey, probably, I'm sure you've realized it, but yes, I I do use wigs. I'm still waiting for my hair to grow out. Since I am transitioning later in life, I am 54 years old. Um, I already had some male pattern baldness, and actually, it was quite a bit. So it was probably I probably only had this much hair left towards the front of my head. So then I started on what's, if you hear about the KEEPS or the HIMS program, you take two different medications. Well, you can take one orally. It's called finasteride or Propecia. Usually it's a 1 milligram dose, but my doctor, when I asked him for it, he prescribed me 5 milligrams, um, and then uh, um, and then from uh, and then I started just buying over the counter Rogaine. I started putting on my head. I only have a spot about this big left, if not smaller. I would say in the next few months it'll probably be gone. Um, at least it'll have hair growing in it. Um, and it'll just be a matter of time of growing the length out. Down here, my length is just about to the bottom of my ears. So I do want to. I wouldn't mind growing this length. I have like a brownish color. I don't know what color I'm gonna do when I start getting the length to it. I don't know if I'll go with black or and maybe lighten it up and go blonde um, or try another color. But actually, with doing wigs, I like having some fun. You'll notice, like in many of my videos, I do a short blonde one. I also have one that's like an ombre red. I have fun with that. Um, I also got like a rainbow colored one. Um, like I call that like a unicorn wig. I, and then I have a black with purple and pink in it. Um, so I like trying a lot of different styles. Um, Yeah, exactly, Lena. I think it's fantastic. I love playing with my. I have what, like I said, I have the black, I have the blonde, I have like an ombre red one. I haven't worn that much, so I may use that one this week or even tomorrow. Probably during my hike, I'll do blonde because it'll be a shorter wig. Plus, I'm gonna wear a hat. Maybe I'll just let my own hair stick out beyond the hat because um, it'll be it's gonna be hot probably during the day, um, and then I will also I've got my black, purple, and pink. I know I did that one recently, and and then my rainbow one. I don't know. Um, and then next month we got Halloween coming up. For Halloween, I am going to post a picture here of my black canary costume, my patrons, and on um, OnlyFans that has already been posted. Um, give them a little advantage or you know, to see first. Um, Man, I like how this lipstick is stuck today. It's done a great job. Yeah, and you got the sneak peek also. I still need to get the fishnets for it, um, and, and probably some kind of. I mean, I can continue using my EMS combat boots, or the thing is, I have, as you saw on my 6 month update, there has been great progress in my transition. I've been really, really happy. Um, you know, um, I think you've almost been here since I started transitioning here in New Mexico. That's when I've been able to really, really start the channel growing. And I always feel weird the days that I don't post because I'm like, am I not posting enough for my viewers? Or but during the week it gets hard because right now um, I'm riding the bus home, so I get off of work at 5:30. By the time I get home, uh, it's almost 7 o'clock, and therefore it, it gets a little difficult to do my makeup, do a video, and then um, just yeah. I I was I was really really surprised at how Yeah, I've been really surprised how good we did in the last few weeks. Uh, we had that one video that hit what 2,200 viewers, got 40 subscribers for the channel. I was really happy. I have to figure out what I did right on that one so I can add, that into my other videos. Uh, and that one was the one that had your nickname in it. It had my mystic look. So it was maybe it's your good luck. Yeah, no, I'm always happy to have you here, especially in the live streams. It's you're a great person to talk to on here. Um, you're always here, you know. Um, it, you know, I like that we also communicate on, you know, what is it, Snapchat or because yeah, on Snapchat. See, the one that sends me a lot of snaps also is Destiny, but she hasn't been here in a while. Yeah, yeah. Life does keep us busy, and that's been a big thing with me. You know, I'm gonna probably have to get a different vehicle than what I had. Um, you kind of know this. You probably heard the story on my video, and I am already saving some money for it. So, but it's time to move forward from that one. That was my week when I was really pulled back. We'll do, Lena, is we'll go for about to about the 1 minute and or 1 hour 30 minute mark, and we'll probably um, why yeah I'm like why let things pull me back more. um, I People I see a lot of people that get like something like that happen to them, and then they just kind of keep letting it bother them. I can't because you know work and all that. I'm just gotta make sure that move on with life. That's the thing, and I want to be an example to everybody because I think a lot of people they get some a situation that will cause anxiety, and then they're like like stop right there. And I think in the past few years, that was probably you know, one of my hardest ones. But, you know, I'm going to move on. Okay, Slicey, currently, do you want to go from male to female, female to male, um, or what? Which way? Because I can kind of, that's how I started. I started off by cross dressing. Okay, so you're picking actually a pretty good time of the year um, to start, because I'm going to tell you what, mo- one of the biggest things that's going on at this time of year, up in October, what's coming up? We have Halloween coming up. So I don't know if in your area the Spirit Halloween stores go up, um, or you can just go to a local Walmart um, or Target, or even just go on Amazon, and wigs are going to be, I don't know how if you have long hair or what, but wigs are going to be popular on there, and you can find inexpensive ones. Um, don't go too cheap. I think for this one, I paid somewhere between $15 and $20. But I like it's it's been great. I bought another one. I also use Temu, and I've liked their their stuff. Same with clothing. I go to Temu mainly for clothing. You can buy dresses or anything there, or you can go to a store like Goodwill or anything like that. Um, yeah, you can go. Uh, and right now it's really easy because you could you could say people will you can take it as like you're going for your Halloween costume. Same for makeup. And then on the Halloween aisles, they'll have like, um, you know, they'll have like press-on nails that you can get and make it really easy um, and you know, um, to get anything to cross-dress. It's the perfect time of the year to try it out. Um, that's how I started. Then I didn't start it at at that specific time of the year, but I started off cross dressing. But then I then what I figured out was I started my YouTube channel. I did like a couple of videos, and then I did come up with a name for myself at that time. I was using a different name besides Jules. It's actually going to be my middle name now once I change everything, and like on my license and stuff like that. Um, and a friend of mine told me that uh, once you choose, she said that she really had the feeling, and she suggested I go see a gender therapist because once you have a name pretty much chosen, you're you're pretty much having some dysphoria and going uh, down the path of transition. And sure enough, when I went to a therapist, it went, you know, that when I told her about my past, yeah, that's where we summed up with. But yes, cross dressing at this time of the year is easy because of, like I said, go to like a spirit Halloween store, find a wig that you like. Um, they'll have nails, like little press on nails that you can get. You can go to Walmart, get, your makeup, uh, choose a very neutral lipstick color that I like is a red. And there's many different brands. Just buy something very inexpensive. I think ELF, they're very inexpensive. So don't spend a lot of money. The thing is, you do have to find the right color for your like foundation. Um, so because if you miscolor yourself, sometimes it doesn't look as well. So yeah, it is a good time if you do want to start cross dressing. Like I said, you can start. I would start at going to Goodwill and find clothing. You know, you can even Google it. Um, you can Google male size. Like I'm a male size 36, so I Googled male size 36 waist to what women's waist it would be, and I'm like a 14. So and then I did the same thing with shoes, and when it comes to shoes, I will suggest start off with something with a heel that has one, it's kind of low, but it's beefier. It's got like a platform heel. Don't start with like a stiletto or anything very, very thin. I actually, one of the first things I bought were knee-high boots, but they are up like a platform heel, but it was only about this tall. So that's where I would go. And then I went to Walmart and bought some ankle boots, and I love my ankle boots. I wear those just about anywhere. I need to get some black ones now. I bought brown ones. Um, I probably should have brought the black first. They probably would have been, great and very neutral in colors. Um, but I think you can have fun with. I'm gonna tell you one big thing with clothing. Uh, if you're a presenting female, it is so much fun because I don't know who assigned gender to, and I have a video on this I could probably post, but if you go look through my channel, there's a video, and I got this question from, it was a statement that my daughter once posed, is I don't know whoever assigned um, gender to clothing, because as a female, I can wear my um, female clothing, and I can still wear my guy clothing. Um, no problem. But if I were to present as a male and in this outfit on this channel or on any channel, it it's a whole different story. So it's you know cross-dressing or even transitioning. Uh, the women have so much freedom to express themselves in whatever type of clothing uh, you want um, when you are presenting female, because you can wear, you know, women can go and borrow uh, their boyfriend's clothing, but a guy borrowing girlfriend's clothing uh, is never looked upon right. I guess more people judge poorly on that. I wouldn't. We're in a whole new day and age where it is more acceptable, but people that are more traditional look at it differently. Any more questions for anybody? We are at an hour and 3 minutes here. I usually go for about, sometimes we've done 3 hour um, live streams. Today I'm gonna I'm gonna go do a video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do one on, like I said, I am going to do a recipe on some very well said, Lena. You see, I tell you, I need you in here for you give great comments. You're so quiet in the background a lot of the time, but when you do speak up, they're great. Yes, we do love to find other people that understand and are respectful um, for showing that love to others, like you say. Um, so yes, this channel is all about showing respect uh, and for respecting each other. Whether you can be cisgender, you can be LGBTQIA, you can be um, and we'll respect you here. We love to have the channel grow. Have, great conversations with each other. If you need any advice, like uh, how you asked Lacey, um, there's several of us here that'll give it. Feel free to ever you can put stuff in the comments, and if you want a video. Uh, I showed one where I went step by step on how to do my makeup. Um, let's see, 125. You know what? I'm gonna try to post it right here, where 125, 27. So I will try to post it in there. It'll show step by step, and it'll show even how to do a little bit of a beard cover up. Um, if you have facial hair. So I will post it right here at this around this moment in time on the live stream. Um, so we'll go from there. So what we're gonna do is here at we're like almost at an hour and a half. So what I'm gonna do is I do want to film my other video. Like I said, it's been great having you guys in here as always. Um, do like, subscribe, comment down below, share the video with someone. So if they like it, they can do the same. Um, Also, like I said, I have a Patreon. If you want to, join my Patreon, that does 20% does go to the transgender uh, um, Resource Center of New Mexico. Also, you too, Lena, have a good evening. Um, Always be careful. Do not take other people's prescription medication. Um, I just want to say that because, especially hormone therapy can cause blood clots, and those can always lead to pulmonary embolism and stroke. So we don't want that to happen to any of the treasures in this channel. Um, Please first see a gender therapist, and then seek the help of a medical provider. Um, Once again, thank you for joining me here on Jules Treasures. Remember, you're on here with Jules, and all of you are my treasures. We'll probably do another live stream. Uh, if not tomorrow night, we'll do one Monday. It is Labor Day, so please have a good night, and thank you for being here.